10 days in a foreign place. Day 1. The mountains here dip their heads into clouds and breathe in deep. Scotland is a country ripe with tourists and rainfall, a soggy reminder that nature and nurture are sometimes the same thing. We drive higher and higher into mountains. In expanses of land that swallow you whole, no cities for miles, so much space and silence, I've never been more terrified. Day 2. With so much country to live in, I wonder why the roads here are so small, just gravel capillaries weaving between mountains. Maybe they're just not comfortable enough in their grit skin to expand. They settle into a picturesque dreariness and slumber there. My mom looks back at me from the passenger seat, a puddle of jet lag and shot nerves. I smile at her. Day 3. We're up on a mountain now. Swaddled in silence and sun, this is the closest to heaven I've ever been, but all I can think about is how small I must look from up there. My parents won't stop taking pictures. They claim they want proof of their happiness at their funerals. They want friends and family to go around a table, pick up scraps of their past and sigh and set them back down again. They tell me to smile, tell me self-pity isn't photogenic. They tell me I'm beautiful when I smile. Day 4. I miss the sun when it set today. I envied its ability to sink into itself and still emerge in fiery confidence in the morning. Envied its ability to embrace the skyline with all its might and still take the night as time to itself, so I sat in my room while my family went out to eat, and I lay down in the silence. Allowed my bones to absorb the damp. Thought about home and how hollow it feels to be away from it. Day 5. I got drunk with my parents last night. I told them secrets about my ex-boyfriends and about how I've been feeling more anxious lately. Now they look at me to see if my hands shake when I drink my coffee in the morning, if I look out the 7-story window for a little too long, if my breaths are deep enough to swallow clouds. I just want them to stop looking at me like I might shatter. Day 6. Today I woke up crying. My sister and I pretended we couldn't hear me. Day 7. Depression is to spread yourself thin over people and lands and sunset until you are no longer bountiful enough to love yourself, to be insignificant to those around you so they can be great, to become all too acquainted with sacrifice. Day 8. I had a panic attack sitting next to a stranger today. For a moment, I thought about how easy it would be to step in front of the London subway, and I had never been more terrified of myself. My toes gripped the platform, fists folded into themselves until fingernails and flesh brought me back. The stranger looked at me with sympathetic confusion as I hyperventilated into my hands. I could only smile at her. Day 9. My dinner tastes like guilt. Sadness in such a beautiful place feels so unjustified. I want to learn to appreciate again, learn to be bigger than myself, stop treating consciousness as a well I can't climb out of, stop sinking into sundown, stop drowning, stretch my head up high into clouds and breathe in deep, take in all that's around me, try to find a way to the top when all I know is descent. Day 10. I look at the shadow in the mirror and I smile at her. Today we go back. Back to North Carolina mountains that want to be Scotland when they grow up. Back to that familiar foreign land of routines and pill bottles and appointments. No more silence, no more sympathy, no more strangers, and I've never been more terrified.